Hey everybody, and welcome to another one of my pickups video. So, earlier in the day, I went out to several EB games for any deals I could find, and I found some. As you can see, I found a whole bunch, and not just games too. I also got some accessories here, like this, and this, all of which I cover in a separate video, which you can watch, presumably at the around the same time as this video is going up. So, what did I get? Well, mostly a bunch of PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 titles, which are being sold for a measly $2. Yeah, remember a time when these games used to cost upwards of $60 to $70? That doesn't even count all the special editions of said games. So first we got Watch Dogs on the PlayStation 3. I actually have this for free through the Epic Game Store, but unfortunately for me, I don't have a powerful enough PC to run the game, nor am I really much of a PC gamer to begin with. It's also one of the few games that has a blue PlayStation 3 logo, something that Sony boasted for a while, and then they kind of just gave up for some reason. I really don't know what was that all about. But, now I have Watch Dogs. I'll probably play it now. See what... I'm sure it's a good game. A lot of people were disappointed at it because visually it just looked worse than it did during the E3 trailer. But nevertheless, I'll get to it. Next game is Grand Theft Auto 5. This is a game that a lot of people have played, millions in fact, and yet I have yet to really... I've gone so far as to only play it like once on Xbox Game Pass, and that's really it. I've bought and sold a PlayStation 3 copy of this game several times over the years. I cannot stress that enough. I think this is probably like, I don't know, 4th or 5th time I'm buying it. I don't even know. Now you can tell this case isn't actually the original, or should I say the box art. I actually printed it because they didn't actually have the original case for it. Unfortunately, most of the games are being sold just like this, with just a sleeve, and that's it. So next up is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I've never actually played a Need for Speed game, but if this is a franchise that has been around since the original PlayStation or PlayStation 2 days. Can't recall, but it's had so many entries. It's one of the few franchises that get released on pretty much every single console every time the new game comes out. I'm talking like the Wii U, the DS, the Vita, I think. Yeah, I think the Vita too. It gets ports on just about every console. And I read the review scores. It looked good, and I heard they're actually doing a remaster on Nintendo Switch. Maybe maybe it's good. Who knows? I don't know. Next up, Call of Duty Black Ops. Once again, like Grand Theft Auto, this is a game I bought multiple times and sold multiple times, just because I could. And here I am with another copy. This is here we are, August of 2020, and we're about, I think, a week away or so, like 9 days. Yeah, roughly a week or so, from the reveal of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which is presumably the next. So this is good. I think it's going to be like a semi reboot, a soft reboot, much like 2019's Modern Warfare was. I can't say I'm necessarily looking forward to that. If only because, well, do we really, you guys couldn't come up with anything better, so you're just pandering to like the old fans by retreading old stories and settings. I hope that isn't necessarily the case. I definitely would like to see a game that tackles something that we haven't already tackled that doesn't involve futuristic warfare necessarily. Although I don't mind the futuristic stuff, personally. Anyways, next game, Infamous 2. Unfortunately, my printer's running out of ink. But yeah, Infamous 2, and it's actually actually got the collection copy. There's really not much difference. I'm not sure if they have, I can't recall if they have the update patches installed, but I do know that it does, the difference between the gold one, the gold label, and the regular one is that the gold label one came in the Infamous collection of, which came with Infamous 1 and 2, plus the Festival of Blood DLC, which is just a code, and also every single gold logo disc has a digital manual built into it. Next up, Killzone 3. I've actually played this like several years ago. Unfortunately, they shut down the servers not too long ago, so unfortunately I can't play online anymore. I'll probably replay the single player just for the sake of it someday. The same for Killzone 2. This is a game that again, like Infamous 2, Killzone 3, Killzone 2, these are the games that I've presented so far are games that I have previously bought and then sold and now buying again for like the third, fourth, or fifth time. I can't remember anymore. But yeah. Killzone 2, I'm sorry, I did not enjoy this as much as a lot of other people enjoyed it. The controls feel really heavy for me. Though maybe it's because I had I didn't change my sensitivity. Who knows? Again, like Killzone 3, I'll probably play it just for the sake of playing it. Who knows? Maybe they'll make another Killzone game. It's really unclear what they're going to do with the franchise now. Next game is actually Bioshock 2. I already own this game, and on Xbox 360. The reason I'm buying this is because I think this is the copy of Bioshock 2 that came with Bioshock Ultimate Rapture Edition, which was basically a compilation of Bioshock 1 and 2 plus all the DLC. It also came in like in a special case as well. So yeah, we have Bioshock 2 here, the game disc, and then we have the bonus content. Again, I assume it's from the Ultimate Rapture Edition. I don't know for sure. I'm just assuming. But hey, now I got the DLC for Bioshock 2. Now, granted, I could always just, considering that I don't own an Xbox 360 and I'm playing these games through backwards compatibility, I might as well just get Bioshock the Collection. The reason I haven't, is because I hear, from as far as I can tell, those versions seem to suffer from like performance issues. Like they don't run at full 60 frames. Like this, the backwards compatible version actually has a better time with that, with no screen tearing. So next game is Final Fantasy 13-2. Honestly, I've never played Final Fantasy. I just buy the games because I know that they're part of a popular franchise. I'll get to these games eventually. And I was also hesitant on buying this too, especially for PS3, since like Bioshock 2 is backwards compatible on Xbox One. Plus, I think they announced the game was coming to Game Pass as well. I don't know if they're going to remaster it. I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah, Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition. This game's available on Xbox One. I just bought it because it's like $2. I mean, why not? It has all the DLC. Granted, the game doesn't run nearly as well, but whatever, I'll take it. I guess, The Saboteur. Now, this one's a bit of a wild card. It's made by Pandemic Studio, a studio that no longer exists. This game got good reviews, I think, so I'll give it a shot eventually. Now, this one, XCOM Enemy Unknown. I previously bought this for PS3. I think I sold it since then. And basically, I got this because it's backwards compatible. I think I held off on buying this, actually, because I wanted to get Enemy Within, which is like the standard standalone expansion, which comes with a special edition of Enemy Unknown. You know, basically I wanted to get like the complete edition of the game, but you know, doesn't look like they're ever going to have that, so I just got this. Of course, immediately after getting this one, I picked up this one at the next EB Games I went to, the 2K Definitive Strategy Pack for PC. Comes with Enemy Unknown, as we see right here, and Sid Meier's Civilization 5. Never played a Civilization game, but I actually own a couple of them on PC, which I got for free. And you know, I don't know if I necessarily have the specs to run these games, but you know, I hope to eventually touch upon these games at some point. You know, I have like a lot of PC games on my PC, which I got for free through the Epic Game Store, Twitch Prime, which is now Prime, I think Prime Gaming now or whatever, I don't know, and also Humble Bundle as well. And just, you know, they just give free stuff randomly on Steam and whatnot. So, yeah, for $1.99, I'd say I got a really good deal here, even if I'm not really, don't plan on playing it anytime soon necessarily. But yeah, at least now I have another PC game to complement all my Call of Duties, which are like the only like physical PC games that I bought. I mean, nobody buys physical PC games anymore. It's thanks to Steam and Epic Game Store. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you actually stuck around for like nearly 12 minutes, you know, thanks as always. You know, I've said this and I say this at the end of every video, but like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video, whenever that may be. Take care.